What's up, extraordinary people? I'm Daniel, and today we're going to talk about Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. So, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is a film by A24, a studio responsible for many amazing films. It's directed by Dean Fleischer Camp and based on a series of YouTube videos. The film tells the story of a living shell named Marcel, who lives in an Airbnb with his grandmother Connie. They used to be part of a community of shells, but when the previous owners left the house, they inadvertently took all the other shells with them, leaving Marcel and Connie on their own. But when an independent filmmaker named Dean stays at the Airbnb and starts shooting a documentary about Marcel, his life will change forever. So, this movie is really, really good. It's a breath of fresh air in a time when most family movies are loud, fast-paced, pop culture reference-filled, easily marketable, and quickly forgotten within 10 minutes. This movie is the antithesis of that. It's very quiet, it's slow-paced, it's gentle, it takes time with its plot and characters, and most of the movie is concerned with just setting up this really interesting world with these really interesting characters, and then letting us just spend time in that world with those characters, just learning who they are and how they live. Marcel is the most adorable character I've seen in a movie in a while. The way he builds things out of or reuses tiny common household items is just really cute and really imaginative. This movie is just bursting with imagination, but it respects its audience enough to let that imagination speak for itself. It doesn't throw anything in your face, it's very subtle and lets you figure out a lot of things for yourself. There's a lot of subtlety to this movie, and it also has a lot on its mind that it's trying to convey. There's a scene where Dean, the filmmaker, has uploaded his first video of Marcel to YouTube and gets over 2 million views. So Marcel decides to use his newfound audience to try to help locate his family. He does a live stream where he tells where he lives, gives all the information he knows about the situation, and then asks anyone to help. And people do start to show up at the house, but they're not there to help look for Marcel's family. They're just there looking for clout or to get views. And as Marcel begins to realize that most of his fans are interested more in his celebrity status than they are to actually getting to know him or help him, he says of his fandom, "This isn't a community." And that kind of hit me, and there's actually a lot of really smart, subtle things like that in this movie that make you think of things in ways that maybe you hadn't before. This movie is also very emotional, it's very sad at times, and it also invokes something that's very rare in modern films, and that is wonder. Genuine wonder. You'll leave this film looking at the world a little differently than you did before. And that's because this movie understands that there's a lot of beauty in really simple things that most of us take for granted, but maybe we shouldn't. Guys, this movie is one of the best movies so far this year. It's amazing. It's exactly the kind of movie that I love to see, and it's exactly the kind of movie that I wish more people would make and I wish more people would watch. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Marcel the Shell with Shoes On a 10. Guys, please go watch this movie. Find the nearest theater that's showing it and go watch it. It is well worth your time. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember that you're extraordinary. I love all of you so much. Bye.
'Cause you're extraordinary. Yes, you know it's true. Extraordinary. That's why I love you.